Yo, what's up, guys? There's a ton of shit moving this morning. Honestly, you got MEDS, BLIN, WNW, SPRIO, MRIN, CUEN. Those are all stocks that are gapping up more than 10%. That's not even half the list. It's kind of hard to get overwhelmed when you see this many stocks gapping up, but that's when you go and you look at the price action on the chart and you look at the flow and some other things that will kind of help you determine better which are the better stocks to trade. um I'm looking at MRIN, MEDS, WNW. I did take a small trade on MEDS right here on this oh what you call it, green triangle. I took it on the break above resistance, and it kind of consolidated, went higher, went lower, and I sold for a small loss of $45. And actually, it's kind of trading more or less where I sold. Um, this is pre market high up here, or this was the previous pre market high actually. So I basically tried to buy in for the break of it, and it did break, like I said, but it broke, only a couple cents higher, and then came down. So I just sold. No reason to take a big loss in the pre-market. Like I said, I don't really trade the pre-market. And if I do, it's quick and it's small sizing. Um, Duplicate. So a correction on that Bed Bath and Beyond's short flow is actually 65%, which is massive. 65% of the stock, the company's 65% of Bed Bath and Beyond's stock is shorted, which is insane. Basically, meaning more than 60% of invest traders or investors basically believe that the stock of Bed Bath and Beyond is gonna, come to a sad end. Basically, it's a dying Bed Bath and Beyond is a dying business model. Essentially, is what they're saying. I'm not sure if they have a ton of debt or what exactly the deal is. But yeah, it has a 65% short float, which is insane. So I usually have my main stock um that I'm going to trade at the open, and then I have three on my right side, and then I have one more on my left. So essentially, I have five stocks. My main one, and then I'm watching four on the side. And then I also have my scanners going on the left side. I have a Gapper's pre-market mover scanner, high of day bull flag scanner, and a high volume trending stocks scanner. Um, So the essentially the high volume trending stock scanner, it gives me the stocks that have made the biggest moves, but also supported by with the most volume. I'm gonna look for the break above 930. Market's open. Just opened right now. I switched over to Bed Bath& and Beyond as I saw it was hammering up. We'll see if it can break this 3478 level of pre-market resistance. I'm in at 34.95. Honestly, I was trying to get in here at 34.78. I could have just took profit. I put 300 shares and it didn't fill me. Um, this thing, I'm pretty long bias on this. This thing had some crazy price action yesterday. It shot up $9 a share in the first hour of trading. Just unstoppable momentum, essentially. If this resistance can hold and act as support, that'd be pretty bullish. Um, we'll see if buyers can close it higher though. We got about 5 seconds left on this candle. Looks like they're not going to be able to. Yeah, I just got out of that trade. $190 loss. I want to see these moving averages hold. I want to see this candle get bought up, go from red to green. I'm in at 902. I'm looking for a push at least to 930. They can break this 930 level. It could go well to 970, which would be a pretty huge move. Nice, beautiful. Testing of 9.3, broke, break. I'm out for a $90 gain. Let's go. Oh my God. Look at MRIN. Look at Jesus Christ. That's $2. I think it got halted. Look, trading paused at 936.16 due to volatility trading. Just more regulation on the retail trader. Got to halt the damn thing because it's up $2. Come on, let it keep trading. Let people make money. Come on. I'm gonna look to jump in again on WNW. If I can see possibly jump in on the break of $9.80 or on the hold of this prior resistance now acting as support. So as you can see, I got in here at $9 literally, and I sold at 933 with 300 shares, and I gained $90. You look, the stock actually went as high as 9.8, which essentially that would have been 80, 160, 220 or 240 actually. Essentially, had I held and sold at the peak or close to the peak, I could have made back everything I had lost on those two trades previous. But again, that's hindsight. For all I know is the stock's gonna hit this resistance level and come right back down in my face. So like I said, I just played it safe, conservative, sold on the break of the resistance and took my $90. And yeah, so I like to see these moving averages hold this 9 in the VWAP. If the 9 in the VWAP can hold, and then this candle goes from red to green, hammers up, shows buying pressure, and volume comes in and supports the move, uh, I might get in. Bed Bath and Beyond's just selling off. Good thing I jumped out when I did. I could be down maybe I could be down maybe like $300 right now. Again, there's no need to be down $300. You should have, you know, areas of interest to where you would want to sell if the price would get to that point. But like I bought in here and I was using this pink moving average, this 9-day, as my stop loss. So essentially, if the price got to this moving average, I would have just sold here. Because a break above this moving average, essentially, it's in a free fall. See, it broke all the moving averages right here, and essentially, it's just in a free fall as of right now. There's nothing to really support it other than this pre-market low. We'll see if this pre-market low can hold. The 864 is the pre-market low. EDS. Yeah, MEDS is just selling off. Bed Bath and Beyond just selling off. MRN just resumed trading, jumping in on the right after the halt. Usually, the first halt's pretty good sign. First halt, usually the stock will continue higher. Ah, stupid thing they don't want to sell is up like 170 bucks. That sucks. Okay, I'm out. $147. Like I said, they hauled to this stock. I'm not sure what the specific parameters are for the SEC to put into effect the halt. I know, I just can't remember off the top of my head. Haven't really studied halts enough. I know the basic of a halt, why a stock gets halted. It can get halted to the upside or the downside, like I said, due to extreme volatility, and it's supposed to protect the retail trader, from a potential big loss or a big swing in prices. Usually, if a halt if a stock gets halted for the first time going up, usually you want to jump into that when it resumes trading because it usually pushes higher, as you saw in this instance. Um, but if it halts twice, that's a little more risky, and if it halts 3 times, you want to stay away from that. So we'll see if it could get the break above 15. I'm in at 15. Big, big ask. Big ass. Oh my god. I'm out. 190. So that was a $30 gain. So 220 now. I made 220 on this trade. So essentially I gave back I made up what I lost in the pre-market. And look, the stock just continues to rip higher. Had I had I held, I'd be up 300-400 bucks right now. Had I held from our original where I originally bought in after the whole at 1430, it's gonna get halted again. Yes, I think should be up about, I don't know, 80 bucks on the day after commissions. Look, it got halted again. So when this trading resumes, when the halt resumes, This is the second halt, so you got to be much more careful than the first halt. But it says right here, see, trading paused at 9:44 due to volatility trading. In other words, this stock is very trading too volatile for people to be trading it right now. Just in my opinion, it's BS. It's people should have control of their own management. If someone wants to chase the stock and get in, you know, with X amount of shares and they take a loss, that's their fault. And if vice versa, if someone jumps in, takes a trade with the X amount of shares and makes money, then they make money, you know? But whatever. I guess there could be a worse regulation. Like this is minor. There's nothing too big, honestly. Um, it could be a lot worse. Just put it that way. BMDS. Sorry about the web. Just I'm waiting for MRN to resume its second halt. I want to see what it does. Big rejection at the 18 level. I'm out. So I don't even know how much I made on that. I made like 170 on that trade. You could see. So on the MRN, I'm up $373. That guys, my pool guys came and had to move all the cars. Jesus. So I sold at 17, and this thing went all the way to 19.4. That could have been like a $400 gain, essentially. I want to see this get bought back up, hammer up all the way to 1910. No, I might get back in. I might just take one more trade on the day. This one turns out green. I'm in 300 shares at 1888 for the break of 19. And I'm out 481. So yeah, I'm done for the day. But basically I took all of 2020 to, educate myself. As much as I could before I started trading. And the thing about the stock market and investing money in general is just, it's endless amounts of information. Every day is a new day, literally. There's always a new stock that's moving, a new company to invest in. It's never ending. And I love that. See what a couple of these other companies are doing. So yeah, as you can see, MRN is tanking right now. It's selling off. Had I not sold up here at 19.3, and became greedy, thinking, oh, it could go to 20, it could go to 21, I would have been caught holding the bag right here. 1880. This thing's down a dollar and about 20 cents against my position. I could be down easily, 150 bucks had I held up here, and not just sold at resistance. We'll see if it can get up to 19. If it can get up to 19, and show volume and signs it wants to push higher, I might get in again. Keep in mind, this thing has a 9 million float, and it's done 29 million shares already. So essentially, this company's traded its entire shares. It's bought and sold its entire shares. 3 times already over. So the 9 million shares have essentially been exchanged. Bought and sold 3 times. It's just a tremendous amount of volume. And if I go to the daily, you can see this thing was only at $3 on the 24th. Went from $3 and is now trading at $18. You could even swing trade this. Way too volatile for me to swing trade it personally, but just gives you an idea of the massive moves and the volume. Like, look at the volume. Look at the left side. You don't even see the volume. And then for some reason, these last couple days, volume's just 190 million, 300 million, 400 million. It's insane. But as a retail trader, you want to be in those stocks that are experiencing, tons of volume. You don't want to be in the stocks, where the high frequency traders are, the institutions are. You want to be in the stocks where the retail traders are at. So yeah, I'm probably gonna take one more trade on MRIN, but I'm just gonna be patient and wait for the move. I'm not gonna chase anything. I have an idea of what I'm looking for to enter. I'm in at 79 for the break of 18. Yeah, so I'm out there. $100 loss essentially. I'm in again for the break of 18. This candle's done 1 million shares already. Ridiculous. Nice. I'm out. Essentially gained back what I lost. So I'm gonna stop trading. think I'm up like 250, 260 on the day with commissions. So far, it's been a pretty solid week, honestly. Um, Try not to look, how many days I have a green or red. That's kind of irrelevant. You just want to focus on how you did that day. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna stop trading. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Leave a comment if you guys need help, better understanding something. Yeah, like I said, I'll be back for more videos. Thank you guys.